Marshall should feel, would ought to. Can, could, may, might. Marshall should will, would ought to.
Hey, Bubbly. What's that song? Can, could, may, might?
It's a modal verbs, John Trumply.
What? Modal verbs? What's that?
It's a type of verb.
Can you explain about the modal verbs, Bubbly?
I don't know much about the modal verbs. We can ask from Harshi teacher. She will explain it very well.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Hello everyone, my name is Harshi. In this video, I'm going to talk about modal verbs. Before we begin, I want to say that if you have any questions, you have to let me know in the comment section. And if you want to improve your English grammar, then click subscribe and the bell icon and let's do this together. Did you listen to the Bubbly song and their conversation? Can you name the 10 modal verbs in English? Maybe you know them already. But if not, you can go back and try to find them in Bubbly song. The 10 modal verbs are can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would, and ought to. Now let's talk about the uses of modal verbs. First modal verb is can. Look at these sentences. First one. Can you help me move next Friday? Can you help me move next Friday? In this sentence, the modal verb can is used to, let's see, to express or inquire about willingness. To express or inquire about willingness. Next one. We can fix it or we cannot fix it. In this sentence, the modal verb in its negative form cannot is used to show inability or impossibility. To show inability or impossibility. Next one. We can arrive in time if we leave now. We can arrive in time if we leave now. Here, the modal verb can is used to show possibility. To show possibility. Next one. We can swim, but we can't surf yet. We can swim, but we can't surf yet. Here, the modal verb can is used to show ability. To show ability. Next one. Ma, can I go over to my friend's house? Ma, can I go over to my friend's house? Here, the modal verb can is used to express permission in informal situation. Next modal verb, could. Look at these sentences. First one. Could you say it again more slowly? Could you say it again more slowly? Here, the modal verb could is used to, let's see, to make a request. To make a request. Next one. We could try to fix it ourselves. We could try to fix it ourselves. Here, the modal verb could is used to, let's see, to give a suggestion. To give a suggestion. Next one. Until he grew taller than me, I could run faster than my younger brother. Until he grew taller than me, I could run faster than my younger brother. Here, the modal verb could is used to show ability in the past. To show ability in the past. Next one. We could go out for dinner or we could just eat leftovers. We could go out for dinner or we could just eat leftovers. Here the modal verb could is used to identify a possibility in the present. To identify the possibility in the present. Next one. Could I borrow your car next week? Could I borrow your car next week? Here the modal verb could is used to, let's see, to express or inquire about permission or willingness in a more polite form. To express or inquire about permission or willingness in a more polite form. Next one. If she practiced more, she could sing beautifully. If she practiced more, she could sing beautifully. Here, the modal verb could is used to identify a possibility in the future that is dependent upon the present action. Next modal verb, may. Dr. Fox may be your teacher next year. Dr. Fox may be your teacher next year. Here, the modal verb may is used to express possibility in the future and present. To express possibility in the present and future. Next one. May I be excused from the table? May I be excused from the table? Here, the modal verb may is used to express permission. To express permission in formal situation. Now next modal verb, might. Look at these sentences. First one, he might have seen the movie before he read the book. He might have seen the movie before he read the book. Here, the modal verb might is used to express possibility in the past. To express possibility in the past. Next one. Dr. Fox might be your teacher next year. Dr. Fox might be your teacher next year. Here, the modal verb might is used to express possibility in the present and future. To express possibility in the present and future. Next example. Might I be excused from the table? Here, the modal verb might is used to express permission in formal situation. To express permission in formal situation. Right. Next modal verb, will. Look at these sentences. I will mow the lawn if you clean the house. I will mow the lawn if you clean the house. Here, the modal verb will is used to express intention. To express intention. Next one. The weather will be hot enough to go to the beach this weekend. The weather will be hot enough to go to the beach this weekend. Here, the modal verb will is used to make a prediction. To make a prediction. Next example. I am not surprised you don't know what to do. You will keep talking in class. I am not surprised you don't know what to do. You will keep talking in class. Here, the modal verb will is used, let's see, for habitual behavior. For habitual behavior. Next example. Will you open the window, please? It's very hot in here. Will you open the window, please? It's very hot in here. Here the modal verb will is used, let's see, to make a semi-formal request. To make a semi-formal request. Next example. We are going to go to the mall. Will you come with us? We are going to go to the mall. Will you come with us? Here, the modal verb will is used to show willingness or interest. To show willingness or interest. Next one. If you don't finish your dinner off, you will go straight to bed. If you don't finish your dinner off, you will go straight to bed. Here the modal verb will is used to for making a promise or threat. For making a promise or threat. Next one. Don't worry. You will settle down quickly, I'm sure. Don't worry. You will settle down quickly, I'm sure. Here the modal verb will is used to reassure someone or to make a decision. To reassure someone or to make a decision. Next one. Don't bother calling. They will have left for their 10 o'clock meeting. Don't bother calling. They will have left for their 10 o'clock meeting. Here, the modal verb will is used for talking about the future or past with certainty. For talking about the future or past with certainty. Next modal verb, would. Look at these sentences. First one. Would you pass the salt, please? Would you pass the salt, please? Here, the modal verb would is used for request. For request. Next one. Would you prefer tea or coffee? I'd like tea, please. Here, the modal verb would is used for preferences. For preferences. Next one. Would you mind if I brought a colleague with me? Would you mind if I brought a colleague with me? Here, the modal verb would is used to request permission. To request permission. Next one. The dog would bark every time the doorbell rang. The dog would bark every time the doorbell rang. Here the modal verb would is used. Let's see. To show habitual activity. To show habitual activity. Next example. Would you like to come on vacation with us this year? Would you like to come on vacation with us this year? Here the modal verb would is used. Let's see. To inquire about willingness. To inquire about willingness. Next example. The doorbell just rang. That would be your mother. The doorbell just rang. That would be your mother. Here the modal verb would is used to comment on a likely truth. To comment on a likely truth. Next one. She wouldn't ride the roller coaster no matter how much we beg her. She wouldn't ride the roller coaster no matter how much we beg her. Here, the negative form of would is used to talk about refusal in the past. To talk about refusal in the past. Next one. If I train, I would be able to run a marathon. If I train, I would be able to run a marathon. Here, the modal verb would is used to comment on a hypothetical possibility. To comment on a hypothetical possibility. Next one. Every Saturday, Dad would make us pancakes. Every Saturday, Dad would make us pancake. Here the modal verb would is used. Let's see. To talk about habitual behavior in the past. To talk about habitual behavior in the past. Next one. I knew it would be cold. So I packed sweaters and a coat. I knew it would be cold. So I packed sweaters and a coat. Here the modal verb would is used. Let's see. To talk about the future in the past. To talk about the future in the past. Mrs. Jones gave us so much homework. She would ruin our weekends. So here the modal verb would is used to comment on someone's characteristic behavior. To comment on someone's characteristic behavior. Next one. If I had $1 million, I would buy a fancy car. If I had $1 million, I would buy a fancy car. Here, the modal verb would is used to express a situation that is dependent upon another action. To express a situation that is dependent upon another action. Next modal verb, shall. Look at these sentences. First one. Shall we say 2:30 then? Shall we say 2:30 then? Here, the modal verb shall is used, let's see, for suggestion. Used for suggestion. Next one. Shall I do that or will you? Shall I do that or will you? Here, the modal verb shall is used for asking what to do. For asking what to do. Next one. Shall I help you with your luggage? Shall I help you with your luggage? Here, the modal verb shall is used for offering someone help. For offering someone help. Next example. The plaintiff shall be allowed to speak. The plaintiff shall be allowed to speak. So here the modal verb shall is used in formal or legal situation. In formal or legal situations. The package shall be delivered on Thursday. The package shall be delivered on Thursday. Here the modal verb shall is used to indicate a promise in the future. In British English, to indicate a promise in the future. Next one. Shall we meet at 7? Shall we meet at 7? Here the modal verb shall is used to form the simple present for I and we in British English. To form the simple present for I and we in British English. Next one. Shall I call you a taxi? Shall I call you a taxi? Here the modal verb shall is used to form polite questions that include a polite request for permission in American English. Next modal verb is should. Look at this sentence. You should try this soup. You should try this soup. Here the modal verb should is used, let's see, to make a suggestion or advice. To make a suggestion or advice. Next one. He should come to the meetings on time. He should come to the meetings on time. Here the modal verb should is used to convey the idea of an obligation. To convey the idea of an obligation. Next modal verb, ought to. Look at this sentence. He ought to come to the meetings on time. He is the boss. In this sentence, the modal verb ought to is used in the same situations as should, but with a stronger sense of obligation or intensity. Next modal verb, must. Look at these sentences. First one. They must not disrupt the work more than necessary. They must not disrupt the work more than necessary. Here the negative form of the must is used for prohibition. For prohibition. Now look at this sentence. You must do your homework before watching TV. Here the modal verb must is used to make a command in a more respectful way. To make a command in a more respectful way. Next one. It's already 9 p.m. You must be hungry. It's already 9 p.m. You must be hungry. Here, the modal verb must is used to make a conjecture but with some certainty. To make a conjecture but with some certainty. Next one. All employees must come to the staff meetings. All employees must come to staff meetings. Here, the modal verb must is used to similar context as should and ought to, but with a sense of external obligation. According to all these examples, we can simply define what is a modal verb. A modal verb is a type of auxiliary verb used to express ideas such as ability, possibility, permission, and obligation.